of my dreams is under my own roof. I see her every day, but she thinks I'm a kid.
So I was thinking of saving this for the end, but I write for Screen Rant. That's the outlet. I think I just got to knock it out right out of the gate so we can just focus on Vision Quest.
Okay.
Can you give me anything about Stranger Things?
The show's going to open sometime later this summer, probably around July. How's that? And it's going to be really good. Millie Bobby Brown is in it. I had the pleasure this summer, late summer 2024, of marrying her, officiating her wedding to, Jake Bon Jovi, in one of the most beautiful ceremonies I've ever witnessed, let alone participated in.
That's beautiful. You really are Papa.
I really am Papa. Since you bring up Stranger Things, the similarities of Stranger Things and Vision Quest, they both take place in the 80s. They're both coming-of-age movies. And I think that the appeal, whether consciously or unconsciously, for young people and people that grew up in the 80s, is that it's a simpler time. It's a time before the internet. It's time before social media, mobile phones, texting. And that if people wanted to meet, if they wanted to hook up, they had to get on their bicycle or get in a car, get in a motorcycle and go see that person to communicate with them. I think that that's very appealing to people because we've become so isolated from one another.
You're 23. You already have private school and Birdie under your belt. You've been doing it. But did you feel like you had already quote unquote made it, or were you like, there's a 50% chance that this could end with me, picking up boxes on the dock?
The only thing that an actor, that a performer's responsible for is that moment between action and cut. So you have to do all the preparation you can, be as prepared as you can when you get to the set to come in and perform your piece of the music, that you're to say your words and play your role. And afterward, it's out of your hands. It goes into the editor's hands, the distributor's hands. And sometimes a film is successful and sometimes it's not. And it's not necessarily the fault of the performer, especially with box office. And if I compare Vision Quest, which was a moderate success when it was released in the United States, a bigger success overseas when they changed the title to Crazy for You because of the Madonna song. If I compare it to It's a Wonderful Life, the Jimmy Stewart movie, that movie wasn't necessarily successful when it was released. And then somebody programmed it back when televisions were black and white and put it on at Christmas time, and it became a perennial. And part of every year is a movie that we sit down and watch because it's so good. And not to toot my own horn, but I think that Vision Quest is an incredible coming-of-age movie that deals with a lot of things in mature ways, with a terrific soundtrack and a really wonderful bunch of actors that are in the film, really taking their responsibility very seriously.
Incredible supporting cast. Linda Fiorentino. I want to ask about Michael Schoeffling. He kind of like retired from acting and like became like a woodworker, a carpenter or something. Do you keep in touch with him at all?
No, I love Michael. I mean, I think he's a terrific actor and he was a really great guy. There's a reason, there's more to it, that why he became a carpenter and moved back to Pennsylvania and, got out of the business. That some people just aren't, this is a hard business and it's really rough on the ego and to be the way that we're judged and so loudly criticized, if somebody doesn't like something that you made, if you had a donut shop, they wouldn't go to the donut shop. But if you made a donut that the entire United States had to read about, that it was terrible, it probably shut your business down. And so, I don't know, it's a tough business, and Michael just chose, it wasn't that he wasn't cut out for it, he just chose not to be a part of it.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to go to Pennsylvania and ask him.
Yeah.
And Madonna, whatever happened to her?
Yeah.
Was she a fully formed Madonna yet?
No.
Or was she figuring it out at that point? Tell me, like, did you get
she was figuring it out. She didn't even know really, what her look was. That it was that boy George moment in her career where she kind of looked an awful lot, the same kind of hair tie and the clothing, lots of torn fabric and things like that. And she was a recording artist at Warner Brothers that Warner Brothers put in the film to sing a couple songs, and she was gone. I don't think she was there more than half a day, 6 hours. And then, of course, when the film opened, Like a Virgin had come out, a multi-million album success. And all of a sudden, I was in a Madonna movie. It wasn't
It works
Madonna.
out.
Yeah. I'd meet people on the street and they say, "Oh, you're in that Madonna video, where she was singing Crazy for You."
Thank you for your time. I feel like I could pick your brain all day. Maybe we'll get drinks at Sardi's at some point.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Sexual intercourse burns up 200 calories a shot. By the way.